Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? MetaverseMillen here. How are we all today? So we've hit $3,000 in profit or 3 million UPEX on the account. I have been playing UPLAND since the 29th of August as well, so I'm just going to go talk about that because you've clicked on this video, you might be interested in actually growing your UPLAND account as well. So yeah, basically when I started the 29th of August, over a year ago now, I started buying properties, started looking at different properties. I was still new to UPLAND, I didn't know how to play the game. I was just like buying the best properties I could in Detroit, and then I moved over to LA when I could afford to. I think after about 150,000 UPEX, so I probably put in about $100, and then after that I looked at moving over to LA and starting buying properties around the whole of LA. There was no Granada Hills back then, there was nothing at all. I was just looking at the best properties to buy and minting properties as well. Didn't know about the dollar strategy, how I've actually grown this account to where it is now, which I will talk about in a couple of minutes. But that was basically the start of the account, just growing it slowly, still learning like do I trust the account, stuff like that. And then after a couple of months started seeing like dollars, how I could actually earn the dollars and like cash it out of my account. Just like started to trust where the money was a lot more and that, so I started to heavy invest, put another $1,000 into the game, and then the month after that I probably put 500 in every single month going through that year, all the way up to about probably 4 months ago. And then obviously with the job change and stuff, it's been a little bit different, but yeah, we've basically got up to close to $6,000 invested in the account, about 5.7 million into actually UPEX, and then also we've bought Spark. We've bought like 1.2 Spark or something, so we've invested about $6.2 thousand into the game of UPLAND so far, and then we've generated like 3,000 off the actual account here. So like about $3 million of this was just from profits from the account, whether it's from buying property at like 50% markups or other places like that, and then actually selling that for like 100% markup or even a higher profit, and then also buying like the properties in Granada Hills, raising the floor up, and then like selling the properties off at a higher price what are actually like above the floor. So if you own 100 properties at 10,000 UPEX and then push the floor up to 11,000 UPEX, then you've got more potential to sell your properties. So that's another way to actually make UPEX on the game of UPLAND. But the best way I've learned is through the actual buying dollar properties. If you go over to UPLAND and then property search, and then whatever kind of place you're looking for properties right now. So we're going to go to Los Angeles quickly, and then in Los Angeles we'll go over to Granada Hills, and then in Granada Hills you'll be able to search for dollars, and then in dollars we'll have a quick look. This is not financial advice, but like this is how I've grown my account personally, and I've been able to get the profits and like the gains I've been able to see. So here right now for dollars you can see $6.64, 55% markup, and that property is worth 12,000 UPEX. So if you bought that property for $6.64, I'd probably list that property again for about 10 to 12,000 UPEX. Probably like put it at 12,000 and then lower it a little bit. You will make the difference, so you'll make about 3,000 UPEX just off the difference on this property. But you can get some properties at like 40% markup as well, you know, really good. I've seen some at 38% markup as well. So if you're trying to grow your account heavy, like that's the way I'd always go forward. And then you can see you get the 14.7% yield on your net worth, so the mint net worth, not the actual price you bought the property for. So you'll earn 14.7% on 12,000 UPEX, which is really nice. About 1,000 UPEX, just a little bit less maybe. No, just a little bit more than 1,000 UPEX, about 1,600 UPEX every single year, sorry, just in yield off this property, which is really cool to see. So I'd always look at the neighbourhood you're actually going to buy in. Like you can always go to a different neighbourhood and actually search for that as well. Let's have a quick look. Let's go to Granada, and then let's go to this one over here, and then we'll search. And then here you can just double check the markup as well. So this one's even lower, you can get for 48% right now. If you bought this property, you just click on the address and then go back over to UPLAND and then just paste that address in to the box. And then when you paste that address in, you can just click the enter button, and then it'll take you straight over to that property, so you don't have to go through the whole map of UPLAND and look around. So that's the way you can actually get the best prices in the game as well. And you can see this brings in 110 UPEX every single month, so you could buy that and then sell it for about 9-10,000 UPEX, and then that would make the difference between the 4,350 UPEX, which it's priced for because it's priced in dollars, but like UPEX, 1,000 UPEX is $1. So you'd be able to push this to about 9,000 UPEX because players generate UPEX for free by getting your yield, so you're more likely likely to sell for UPEX. So I'll always try and grow the account by selling for UPEX, and that I have a lot of different strategies. What we will go forward in the future to actually like use dollars and other stuff to actually get out the account, but I'm not going to be like showing players how to get a 50% markup and lose money on the account. This account's going to grow with UPLAND. This account's going to start investing like again. We plan to put another $6,000 into UPLAND with the news about the actual players' earnings being at 3.5 million. So like $3.5 million, $13.5 million, sorry, has been paid out to players. So when a player buys a property, when you sell a property, another player's actually purchased that property. So kind of like eBay, another player's actually bought that property off you, so UPLAND don't have to pay players. So it's like really cool like that. If you've got something valuable, another player can come along and buy that for dollars or UPEX straight away, and then everything's locked on the blockchain as well, so you have full ownership until someone buys that property off you at the price you set for. So there are loads of different ways to make money in the game, and then we've just been able to generate 133,987 UPEX just off the properties that we hold in LA right now, which is really good considering our net worth is only 8.742 million. So we'll be able to get this up to about 150,000 UPEX before we hit executive, and then hopefully every 10 million we invest we can get 150,000 out of it. So we can really get some good properties, and then we've got so much dollar to invest next year at like the 40-50% markups as well, so we will be able to get some really good properties, and then that also raises a floor for UPLAND as well, so everyone else benefits by the floor being higher, so it benefits everyone to actually like purchase properties like that as well. But they will have to obviously make ways that people buy UPEX in the future. You don't want players just to always use the secondary market, because UPLAND does need to make an income as well. But like if you're going to actually grow your account, the fastest way to grow your account would always be for the dollar properties at 40-50% markup, and then you can flip those for a profit. And even if you sell them for 90% markup, you've still made the profit because you bought them for 40-50% markup, or you could wait and sell them for a higher price as well. So yeah, that's totally up to you, but we plan to actually grow our monthly yield. So right now that's $134 just coming in every single month. That's without visits, that's without property sales, that's without referrals, that's without all the other stuff in the game, like selling other stuff like cars, block explorers, other different items. We plan to actually get this account going. We should be able to get close to 20 million UPEX by this time next year, by the end of next year. Hopefully we've got an account close to 20 million UPEX, which will be amazing, and at that point we should be bringing in about 320,000 UPEX every single month, so hopefully we can double the account this year again as well. Have some fun with that. We'll film every single video on this YouTube channel as well, showing you all the information, all the process on how I actually manage basically an $8.7 thousand UPLAND account, and how I plan to keep growing this account and getting it to the next level going forward as well. So let me know down in the comments if you've got any questions about UPEX, how you actually grow your accounts, like anything you want to know, let me know down in the comments, guys. I'd really appreciate that, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Hope that video was informational. Hope you're really enjoying the content, guys. Have an amazing Christmas, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. MetaverseMillen, peace.